My name is Michele Neff Hernandez, and I am the Executive Director of Soaring Spirits International. It has been such a great pleasure to have the opportunity to work with the National Fallen Firefighters community over the last many years, and I'm delighted to be able to talk to you briefly today about the power of the past. So, as people who grieve, many times we've been told that we need to either get over, get past, or move on from our death experience. Specifically, I think people just get really uncomfortable sometimes when grief lasts so much longer than they anticipate, right? So it's beyond that 1 year anniversary. Maybe it's the 25th anniversary. Maybe it's the 10th anniversary or the 5th anniversary of the death of someone whose love and life completely changed yours. And the idea of getting over it or getting past it or moving on from it can feel so impossible. So this is a brief public service announcement to let you know that you don't have to move away from your past in order to heal and in order to live a full and valuable life. And here's why. It's both damaging and impossible to pretend that the person we love didn't exist. And so many times the idea of walking away from your grief includes not talking about them, or not acknowledging anniversaries or birthdays, or having someone say something like, "Are you still celebrating their birthday?" And what I want to say to you is, yes, please celebrate their birthday from now until eternity. Please make sure that you allow yourself to maintain a connection with your loved one through storytelling, through memories, through photos, through events that may be in their honor or in their memory. Staying connected to our loved ones is actually one of the most powerful ways that we can heal our hearts in the aftermath of the death of a person that we love so much. And I want you to also think about this. Making your way through the death of this person changed you and taught you some really significant lessons about life and about love. Just as one example, you know you can do hard things. You may not want to do them, but you know you can do hard things. And you know that because you've made it this far past the time when your loved one has died. And I think that there might have been a time when you didn't think you'd make it at all. And so to be able to hold on to that knowledge that you can do hard things is important going forward. It's something that you want to make sure you're able to stay connected to. So not only do we want to stay connected to the memory of our loved ones, but we also want to connect with the lessons that we learned about ourselves, the lessons that we learned about life. Many grieving people realize that sometimes the small annoyances of life feel really big, but ultimately they're not. If you're not facing something as challenging as the death of someone you love, many times you're able to say to yourself or even to someone else, you know what? Worse things have happened. What would happen if we walked away from that lesson? You would lose the perspective that comes from knowing that other things, the biggest, most important thing we have is love. The biggest, most important thing we have are the people in our lives. And when you miss someone as much as you miss your loved one, there's no way you're going to forget that lesson. But if you try to walk away from the past and we act as if there's no influence from the things, the hard things that we've lived through, and not only that, but the love that your person shared with you, we do ourselves a disservice, and ultimately we do our communities and our families a disservice as well. Because people who can touch the perspectives that they have been exposed to through the death of their person are valuable members of communities and families. So this is me reminding you that you do not have to get over it. In fact, I would say do the opposite. Make sure you carry your person with you forward every day for the rest of your life, because their love changed you and your love has the possibility of changing someone else. It's a pleasure to be with you. I hope that you are able to hold on to your past in a healthy way, that continues to help you live into the future. Thanks so much for joining me today. Take good care of yourself.